Hey y'all, welcome to another episode of Beyond Outside the Box, where Blacks in business flaunt their Black-owned business. Today's episode is going to be slightly different because I'm going to be focusing on the responsibilities of a supervisor. Okay, so Beyond Outside the Box is generally going to be on the live section, but today it's not. You guys get a lot of different things from me. You get reviews, you get testimonies. I do videos like educational videos, and I also feature Black business owners on the live portion of my channel. But today this is a very fleshy video, and saying that I mean because I have to get something off my chest. So as a supervisor, I started as a supervisor almost a year ago now, and it's been quite interesting recently. So we're just gonna get right to the nitty gritty. So I manage adults from the ages of 20 all the way to 50. All right, and I've been having issues with one particular person that just doesn't do what they're supposed to do. And as a supervisor, I'm not a micromanager. I don't like to delegate. I like people to just do their job, and if I have to, I'll come behind them and give them assistance if they ask. Just do your job, really. But this one particular person just doesn't, and it's getting to be a lot. So let's start with December 30th. All of my direct reports were to have their time corrections emailed to me by the close of business on Friday, December 27th, I believe it was. And I knew that this person wasn't going to do it. Why? Because they never do it on time. If they have done it on time, it may have been once or twice, if that. So, prior to the 27th, we had a meeting on the 20th because I was going on PTO. As a former teacher, I do not believe in working during the Christmas holiday. So the time that schools get out until the schools go back in, which would be today, January 6th, if schools were open, but they're not, extended vacay. So I always take my vacation. So I went on PTO on December 20th. We had a team meeting on that day. The person didn't show up. So that person missed out on my directive that I am not going to remind anybody to submit their corrections. I refuse. It doesn't make sense for me to have to, because you know the routine. This is something that you do every Friday. And it does not make sense for me to have to chase anybody to pay them. Like, do y'all have people chasing after you to give you your paycheck? I'll wait. Probably not, okay? So this person, it constantly makes me chase after them, email them. Did you submit your time? Da, 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 da. So I knew that this was gonna occur. So I woke up early on the 30th. Now, mind you, I'm on PTO. I had already done everybody else's time Saturday evening. It was around 8 o'clock. I was just like, let me go ahead and send this. Let me get this done, submit this, and be done with it, right? So I don't have to do nothing on Sunday, and I have nothing to worry about on Monday because I'm back. I'm on PTO, and I just don't want to be bothered. So the girl was not at the meeting where I said, I'm not reminding anybody. But because I am who I am, I'm kind, and I understand things happen, people are human, blah, blah, blah. I'm just too nice. I sent the individual an email, just a reminder, which I said I was not gonna do. So I sent them a reminder, then went unseen, I guess. I don't know. Because come the 30th, it was around, when I woke up maybe about 9 o'clock, and I was like, you know what? Let me go ahead and email payroll and let them know that this person is not going to have their time submitted to me on time to approve. Okay, did not. So payroll was already aware. So I asked them to give me advice on how to handle the situation. They said, just hold on, wait for them to give you the corrections and then submit them. I said, okay, cool, fine. I did not get this person's corrections until 9:28 a.m. All of my corrections had to be made, updated, submitted prior to 10 a.m. Now, this was an email that I received the week prior, maybe Wednesday, Thursday, reminding me that, we have a holiday and time is due early. Time is usually not due at 10 a.m. We have a little bit more leeway on any other regular payday. But because the holiday's coming up, they had to get it in early. I got her information. She sent me her corrections at 9:28, and they were inaccurate. So, of course, I go to HR and I'm like, HR, like, what do I do in this case? Because we have to keep HR in the loop because it's a mess otherwise. And I don't want to do anything wrong. I don't want to get in trouble, and I don't want to penalize her for something that she shouldn't be penalized for. If I'm supposed to do something, I'm supposed to make exceptions, that's fine. So I reach out to HR. HR tells me, oh, well, they were a no-show on Friday. You don't pay them. I was like, yes, okay, great. I'd send back her correction. I said, I'm sorry, you're going to have to give me the accurate times that you actually worked. I said, keep in mind that we spoke on the 20th and you informed me that you were not going to be in town until Monday at 9:30 a.m. It was quite a bit of back and forth. I finally we agreed upon time. She ended up asking to take PTO for the day that she was a no call, no show. I went from there and I started submitting their corrections into the database. So as I'm submitting the corrections into the database, all of a sudden, like, my computer gives me this error message, and I'm like, whoa, what is this? I've never seen it before, ever. So I'm like, error? What does that mean? Like, what did I do? So the system kicked me out because I was in the system putting in her corrections after 10 a.m. and it was about 10:11 a.m. And so I'm like, oh my gosh, like, what happened? So I'm freaking out and I'm just like, okay, I leave out, I come back and I see that her time reset to the little bit of hours that she had clocked in for. That's another thing. This person does not utilize the phone nor the app that they're supposed to use to clock in, to, track their time that's worked. The company gives you devices. We give you a cell phone and we give you a computer that you are to utilize, and you can either use your phone or you can use your computer to clock in. So I know for a fact that I always have my phone on me. So it's really, you just push the app, slide over, clock in, clock out for lunch. You can clock back in for lunch. You can clock out for the day, and there's another something that I don't ever use. So it's really, really simple. Generally, most people have their phones in the palm of their hands, correct? Yes. But for some reason, this person just cannot clock in and clock out. So they had a very small amount of hours that they had clocked in for, which is probably the amount of time that they actually worked. Who knows? So, I get a call. Miss L, why my hours say ... And I was just like, well, I mean, you didn't submit your corrections on time. The system kicked me out because I was late. Not my fault. Your fault, not mine. Oh, but woo, in my ear. I told you. And I said, oh, wait. One thing, what I'm not going to do is I'm not going to allow you to disrespect me. I'm not going to allow you to talk to me in any type of fashion. So what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to hang up. And I'll wait for you to email me your explanations, okay? So I click up and I go on about my business. Hot. They were hot, right? But it's my fault. It's my fault that this wasn't submitted on time. It's my fault. My fault. So anyway, come December 30th, actually no, January 1st, I get an email from this person. I actually got a couple of emails from payroll telling me that, so I did everything that I was supposed to do. I sent payroll all of the times that I was actually going to pay her for. This is what we agreed upon. Yeah, so then she had to approve my approvals, okay? Which is cool. So this is what she said to me. You guys ready? This is her email. Hello, Supervisor. As discussed during our phone conversation on Monday morning, I would like to clarify that the information listed in the previous email is not accurate. Upon reviewing my timesheet this morning, the database still displays the comments you submitted prior to our phone conversation we had on Monday at 9:30 a.m. In reference to my time corrections showing blank hours worked for the last pay period and incorrect notes. To confirm, my time corrections were submitted to payroll and approved by you on Monday at 10:30 a.m. I trust this issue will be resolved promptly and that it will not affect the timely processing of my payment. Thank you for your attention to this matter. Please let me know if you need any further information. So let's keep a couple of things in mind. This person says that we had our phone conversation Monday at 9:30. I just told y'all that this person submitted their corrections via email to me at 9:28. We were not on the phone at 9:30. 1. 2. It says, to confirm, my time corrections were submitted to payroll and approved by you on Monday at 10:30 a.m. I don't know who told her that corrections had to be approved and submitted by 10:30 a.m. on Monday. That was nowhere in my communication from payroll. Some corrections were to be submitted prior to 10 a.m. Okay, so here goes my response. So let's dissect my email in an unprofessional tone and manner. Okay, so I'm gonna go like this when I'm reading the professional portion, and then I'm gonna read the ghetto girl portion. It's not really ghetto girl, it's just like, it's not professional. Hello, direct report. Hello, direct report. I hope this email finds you well. Girl, you done messed up because you tried it. So just sit back, take the schooling. I've been waiting for this. Attached are the approved times we spoke of on Monday at 10 a.m. For your recollection, attached are screenshots of my phone log. Little girl, you got me all the way messed up because 1, you lie. 2, you don't follow company procedures, but you're gonna learn today. Yes, today. Please understand that all employees are to utilize the database to track time worked. If you just keep track of your time in the app, you'd be good right now. If the database is not utilized properly, then time corrections are to be submitted to me, your supervisor, each Friday by close of business to avoid circumstances such as this. Since you want to play games, how that check look? I'm sorry, y'all. Ask your colleagues if they got paid properly, because everyone else either clocked in properly or submitted their corrections on time. Due to the holiday, all supervisors were to have time corrections submitted by December 30th prior to 10 a.m. You must have forgot you're not privy to certain information and corrections were due by 10:30? Question mark. That's never been a thing with your procrastinating tail, shaking my head. Your email was sent at 9:28 a.m., which did not allow ample time for all corrections to be submitted. Girl, bye. We were not talking at nobody's 9:30. You had just arrived at the office at 9:11 and didn't clock in. And since you don't ever clock in, it's going to take me some time, a lot of time, to submit your corrections. As a result, I was kicked out of the system as I was updating your timesheet. Now, boo-boo kitty. Had you sent this information on Friday, I would have been able to do my job. Clearly, you want me to chase you to pay you. Not happening. Please review the times that I have approved for last pay period in the attached email. More receipts. Yep, because you thought. Once you review the times that I have approved, please submit your approval to payroll. Now that the ball is back in your court, maybe you can get paid. Next time, submit your corrections on time. Oh, wait, you won't. So we will have to revisit this in a week and a half or so. Clown. When I read the email, I wanted to laugh because this person is clueless. Like, they don't take accountability for anything, and everything is somebody else's fault. So when I tell you, it's been interesting dealing with adult children, quite interesting. And of course, the saga continues. You know, the foolishness continues. So then today, I sent a text message to my team, 8 a.m. And it read, "Happy Monday. Please call me after you clock in so we can discuss the last 2 weeks. I will then provide you with your assignment for the day. I look forward to hearing from you. Your clock in time will be adjusted based upon the time that I receive your call. Thank you." And let me tell you something about the Holy Spirit. Holy Spirit don't play. I mean, like, as I'm dealing with these people in different situations, the Holy Spirit is constantly giving me the greatest leadership ideas ever. Because, like, call me after you clock in. And if you don't call me at the time that you clock in, I'm going to clock you in for the time that you actually clocked in. So you know your girl ain't clocking. You know your girl ain't. Workday starts at 8 o'clock. I heard from her at 10:58 is when my phone rang. So I clocked her in for 10:57 because she was probably pushing my number at that time. I'm being nice. I gave you a minute. But she went a whole 3 hours without saying anything. So this person, it's too late. Y'all know she's a she. So anyway, when I got the call, I was just like, "Oh, are you working today?" I was like, "Hello? Hello? Are you working today?" "Yes, I'm working today." I said, "Oh, okay, well, I'll clock you in for this time." Okay. They were not happy, but it is what it is. They were to clock in at 8, clock out at 4:30. Do not clock in before 8 o'clock. Do not clock out after 4:30. And if you do, I'm reducing it because I told you what to do. Since you want me to micromanage you, but you don't like a micromanager, I have to be a micromanager, and I can do that. Trust me. I'm a teacher. That's my profession. I do tell kids what to do. I can micromanage if that's what you need me to do, but I don't know. Why am I chasing this girl to pay her? It does not make sense to me. I've never had to have any of my bosses chase me for my time. Chase me to pay me? It's not happening. I'm going to chase you down to make sure that you got my hours right. I'm not going to make you come after me. So what do you guys think the solution would be to this problem? What would you do in this situation? All right, that's it. Thanks for coming to a different episode of Beyond Outside the Box, where Blacks in business flaunt their Black-owned business. I hope that you guys don't have these issues as a supervisor. You probably do. Hopefully they're not as bad as mine. I will update you on what happens with this individual. But that's it. That's all. I'm done. Talk to you guys later. Thanks for coming. Bye.